Hey guys, this is Bear Gaming and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to talk about support type heroes, and if you have been following or watching my previous videos regarding the other hero types here in Exos Heroes, you'll be able to check them out here in my Twitch channel. And also, for those of you who haven't watched it yet, you can always check my YouTube channel for other Exos Heroes content and also other um, other gaming streams, because I think you already know na um, Twitch saves streams only for a short period of time, usually 14 days. And I guess mawawala yun after 14 days. So, for those past videos that I've made or recorded or streamed, you can always check them in my YouTube channel. And the link is found in my Twitch profile. Also guys, there's news that Season 6 is coming. I'm quite excited, pero sana naman wala naman yung mga scary changes which happened before. Sana naman full of improvements and more contents sa game. So let's get started. As always, you can tap the journal button and press heroes, then filter all position types, then press support.
Did you think you could win?
The first support type hero na mythic is Misty. She's a mythic of Northbound Frosty, pero you can see here it says Pycal Dynasty. Siguro when these mythic heroes were human-like form, just my opinion, siguro nakatira sila sa Pycal Dynasty or taga dun sila sa Pycal Dynasty na yan. Pero each mythic actually represents also the nation. So as for Misty, she's from Northbound Frosty. And also, I'll be talking about the first Guardian Fate course in my next video, or we'll see if this coming video yun or probably the next. Pero I'll be talking about the first Guardian because you'll be able to find out where these mythic heroes come from, and particularly yung name ng Fate Core ng first Guardian. So anyway, let's start. Her passive is Benevolence, grants damage immunity one time to one ally with the lowest health at the end of own turn, one time per 2 rounds. Frigid Wings increases own effect resist by 20% upon receiving damage, stacks up to 3 times. Her first skill is Sorrow of the Lingering. Deals 262 damage to one enemy and increases the damage target receives by 40% for 5 turns. Her second skill is Virtuous Light, deals 127 damage to all enemies and cleanses all debuffs from all allies, and grants immunity to self for 2 turns. This is Misty. She's like an angel. Also guys, support heroes and defense type heroes are positioned at the front. So it's best na dapat medyo mataas yung defense or HP nila, or whatever the passive is, parang yung passive nila na say something about, parang yung katulad yung in-explain ko before or kahapon na let's say it says grants 30% of own maximum HP, something like that. So you better keep an eye out for it. So next is Estelle. She's one of the collaboration heroes from Tales of Vesperia. So she's from Esteris Republic. Her passive is Healing Artist. Increases own defense by 50% at the start of the battle. Remove when own health falls to 50% or below. Her first skill is Extreme Stars. deals 262% damage to one enemy and grants immunity to self for 8 turns. Second skill is Sacred Penance, heals all allies by 34% of own maximum health. So, katulad yung sinabi ko kanina, mga something ganito, 34% of own maximum health. So, it's giving me the idea na dapat mataas yung HP ni Estelle if ever I'll use her. Para yung 34% malaki. And 60% chance to afflict all enemies with provoke for 5 turns. So, yun pa, may provoke siya. So, if she cast this Sacred Penance, ma-activate yung provoke na passive ng skill. So, there's a big chance na sa kanya ang a-attack yung mga kalaban. So, therefore, medyo tanky siya. Our next support type hero is Luna.
Well, aren't you positive?
She's actually a general from Shadow Bane. Her passive is Halo. Grants heal over time to an ally that heals for 5% of target's maximum health every turn for 5 turns, and upon receiving damage 1 time per round. Ouroboros increases attack, defense, and HP of heroes from Shadow Bane. So, like we observe guys na whenever there is a general, yan talaga yung usual parang kit nila na increases 10% of attack, defense, and HP. Her first skill is Breaking Dawn, heals all allies by 70% of own maximum health, grants Resurrect to all allies for 5 turns. So this is one of the nice how do you say this? Parang isa siya sa mga sought after na support because she has the Resurrect ability. Her second skill is Eclipse, deals 127% damage to all enemies and 55% chance to afflict target with stun for 5 turns. So, ito si Luna.
Good job, everyone.
Next hero is Showa from Vagabond. Her passive is Spring Wind, grants heal over time to self that heals for 8% of own maximum health every turn for 5 turns, when own health falls to 50% or below after receiving damage, 1 time per battle. Her first skill is Sky Butterfly, heals all allies by 17% of own maximum health, cleanses 1 debuff from ally. So that's 1 ally only, I think. Yes, sabi naman dito, debuff from ally. Hindi naman allies. So, it's pretty sure na just an ally. So, the second skill is Wind Dance, deals 127% damage to all enemies, and grants Resurrect to ally with the highest attack for 9 turns. Ayun. Meron rin pala siyang Resurrect. I just found out that now.
The balance
Our
must be
next
maintained.
support type hero is Melissa from Shadow Bane. Her passive is The Bearer, heals for 50% of own health when an ally dies, 1 time per battle. First skill is Gazing Mask, increases attack of all allies by 11% of own attack for 7 turns, and grants a barrier equal to 12% of own maximum health to all allies for 11 turns. Her second skill is Shadow of Mask, deals 89% damage to all enemies and 50% chance to decrease heat of all enemies by 13% for 8 turns. So, yung support type heroes ng Exos heroes, it's not just all about healing. Meron rin dito mga buffer, like they give out shields, they give out heal over time, and also some of the support heroes here are also the buffer, which can remove shields and also prevent you from healing, or they stop healing regeneration skills, something ganon. So iba't ibang klase, and actually it's a matter of mixing and or matching, Mixing or matching support heroes based on your preferred team. Pwede pa rin siyang by nation or by team. Nakadepend pa rin yun sa inyo. Pero when it comes to support kasi, it really depends on your gameplay or how you play the game. If you really need support heroes like those of who has resurrection skills or mga debuffer or buffer lang. And sometimes I also encountered PvP players in 7 Stunner who don't use or put support heroes in their team. So let's go to the next. This is Ramji or Ramsey from Nordborn Frosty. His passive is Anxiety, increases on attack speed by 20% for 8 turns when an ally heals. First skill is Touch of Darkness, deals 150% damage to one enemy and 50% chance to afflict target with Nullify Heal for 6 turns. Second skill is Black Panther's Dash. Deals 89% damage to all enemies and 50% chance to afflict target with decreased health regeneration for 16%. By 60% I mean, for 8 turns. So Ramji is one of those heroes na may Nullify Heal. There's a certain chapter in the story mode wherein your enemies tend to heal a lot. And meron silang heal over time. So it's best if you use Ramji there for them to stop healing or to prevent them from healing. He's really pretty useful.
That's it for today's performance.
Next is Shell from Estoris Republic. Her passive is Artistic Spirit, increases attack of ally with the highest attack by 30% for 5 turns at the start of all turn. 1 time per round. First skill is Essence of Art. Increases attack of one ally by 18% for 6 turns. Increases attack speed of target by 30 for 6 turns. Her second skill is Clown's Performance. Deals 63% damage to all enemies and decreases hit of hero with the highest attack by 35% for 7 turns. This is one of the heroes na talagang parang nami-mysterious ako. She's like evil. And if you happen to see her skill animation, maganda kasi meron parang mga marionettes or mga puppets na kinokontrol niya. But I wasn't able to use her even once. Talagang na-amaze na ako sa skills niya. Pero hindi ko pa na-try ilagay siya sa team. Next is Emma from Exos Republic. Her passive is Daydream, cancels the buff from one ally at the start of the round. Her first skill is Touch of Dusk, deals 150% damage to one enemy and 50% chance to decrease attack of target by 18% for 6 turns. Her second skill is Soul Capture, deals 375% damage to one enemy and 80% chance to decrease hit of target by 45% for 9 turns. Oh, I noticed something. Hi viewer, welcome to our channel. Thanks for dropping by and I hope na-enjoy ka makinig sa akin sa mga blabbering ko tonight. Next is Talia, one of the best healers here in Exos Heroes, and she's from Greenland. Her passive is Twisted Causality, or is this Casuality? Causality, yes, cause. Twisted Causality heals one ally of 50% of own maximum health when that ally's health falls to 50% or below after receiving damage. 1 time per round. I mean per battle. Hindi per round ha. First skill is Judge Hand. Deals 150% damage to one enemy and 50% chance to decrease attack of target by 18% for 6 turns. Second skill is Summon Golem. deals 127% damage to all enemies, and heals all allies by 24% of own maximum health when attacking. Oh. So you mean to say when you cast her second skill, after that, whenever you attack, nagdi-deal pa ng 24% healing of all allies? I haven't noticed this. I've been using Talia like way before upon her Fate Core release, pero I didn't notice na may ganun pala. Maybe I should ask my guildmates kung ano man to. If may napansin ba sila na heals all ally by 24% of maximum health when attacking. Parang wala lang. Medyo strange ako. Anyway, that's Talia. Para siyang Mayan goddess.
It turned out well.
Next is Anastasia from Northbound Frosty. Her passive is False Life. Grants heal over time to self that heals for 8% of own maximum health every turn for 4 turns upon receiving damage 1 time per 3 rounds. First skill is Frozen Tear. Heals all allies by 24% of own maximum health and grants a barrier equal to 24% of own maximum health for 13 turns. Yes, meron na siyang barrier ngayon because before she doesn't have one. And it's all allies also. Second skill is Sorceress, Desperado. Deals 262% damage to one enemy and heals one ally with the lowest current health by 51% of own maximum health. Next is Minea from Broom. Her passive is Reverse Orbit, cleanses one debuff There's one debuff all allies upon receiving damage 1 time per 2 rounds. Her first skill is Constellation Seal, deals 150% damage to one enemy and 50% chance to afflict target with silence for 3 turns. Ito naman, second skill, Constellation Effect, deals 120% damage to all enemies and increases effect resist of all allies by 18% for 9 turns. So this is Minea. She's our fortune teller, and if you happen to drop by artifact summoning banners, she's there. She's the one pulling out the artifacts for you. Also, there's news that she'll be having her Fate Core soon, and her costume is really beautiful. So I can't wait for that. Next is April from Lenombe. Her first skill is Battlefield Healer, increases attack speed of all allies by 1 upon receiving damage. It stacks up to 10 times. First skill is Zone Collapse, deals 89% damage to all enemies and grants heal over time that heals ally with the lowest current health by 15% of own maximum health every turn for 5 turns. Her second skill is Sky's Doors, heals all allies by 34% of own maximum health and grants a barrier equal to 34% of own maximum health to all allies. Actually, April is pretty good. I've been using her since I am also using Lenombe Nation team in PvP. Sobrang galing niya. Oh, actually, we're here in the Legendary Heroes. Another legendary support hero from Esterish Republic is Ledger or Ledger. I prefer Ledger. Passive is Word of God, increases effect received to all allies by 15%. Her first skill is Realm of Recovery. Uses 50% of own health to revive all dead allies with 10% health. Uy, all dead allies. So she is one of those heroes na may revive or resurrect. Grants a barrier equal to 17% of own maximum health to all allies for 12 turns. Her second skill is Realm of Punishment, deals 178% damage to all enemies and 60% chance to decrease attack speed of target by 18 for 10 turns. Okay.
A great victory.
Next is Lepin. Oh gosh. Palakas ng palakas yung background. Again guys, I'm so sorry if you're listening to those vehicles passing by. Ang lakas. Next is Lepin from Brune. Her passive is Powder of Death. 50% chance to afflict target with silence for 5 turns when basic attacking. First skill is Light of Purification. Deals 187 damage to one enemy and grants heal over time that heals one ally by 12% of own maximum health every turn for 4 turns. Her second skill is Blessing of Fairies. Heals all allies by 17% of own maximum health. Grants a barrier equal to 17% of own maximum health to all allies for 12 turns. Sobrang unique rin yung character dito. Para siyang fairy. Hindi siya parang. Fairy talaga siya. And maganda rin yung damit niya. Sa Fate Core. Next is Kari from Brune. Also, her passive is Spirit's Whisper. Grants a barrier equal to 30% of own maximum health when an ally falls to 30% or below after receiving damage, 1 time per round. First skill is 3 White Shadows. Deals 262% damage to one enemy and 70% chance to decrease attack of target by 33% for 8 turns. Her second skill is Moonlight Flower. Heals all allies by 34% of own maximum health. Uses 50% of own health to revive all dead allies with 10% health. So, na-maintain yung niya, yung revive. Yes.
Oh, it ended right on
Next
time.
is Pan from Estelle Republic. His first skill is Second Hand Adjustment, 50% chance to cleanse one debuff from one ally upon receiving damage, 1 time per 3 turns. His first skill, Time Adjustment, increases critical hit rate of all allies by 15% for 7 turns and cleanses one debuff from all allies. His second skill is Dimensional Blast, deals 89% damage to all enemies and 50% chance to afflict target with sleep for 3 turns. Para siyang if you watch Alice in Wonderland, para siyang yung rabbit na lilate. Next is Hobelia from Northbound Frosty. Her passive is 100 Blooming Flowers. Grants heal over time to one ally with the lowest health that heals for 10% of own maximum health every turn for 3 turns at the start of the round. Start of the round, meron siyang 10% healing over time. Her first skill is Cherry Blossom Blessing. Increases defense of all allies by 11% of own defense for 8 turns. Increases critical damage to all allies by 13% for 8 turns also. Her second skill is Cherry Blossom Slash. Deals 127% damage to all enemies and 50% chance to decrease critical hit rate of target by 18% for 9 turns. Ito, so Hobelia. Look at her sword. You'll be seeing a lot of that, lalo na sa mga gears. Kasi, if you happen to notice, yung mga gears natin, equipping the heroes, lahat yun from specific heroes dito sa game. So, this is one of it. Nakikita nyo yan. Next is Terea. She's the one who's parang in charge doon sa dye shop. You can see a lot of her in the city. Whenever you dye your heroes' clothes or costumes, dun siya. Terea from Estelle Republic. Her passive is Regent Alchemy. increases own effect hit by 30%. First skill is Sorcerer Step, deals 63% damage to all enemies and 45% chance to decrease defense of target by 11% of own defense for 7 turns. Her second skill is Essence of Sorcery, deals 375% damage to one enemy and 80% chance to afflict target with Nullify Heal for 9 turns. So, ito si Tareya. Next is Fergie, the ever-famous Fergie na nakikita nyo lagi when you summon or when you pull banners. Siya lagi doon. And you guys, if you already heard yung tawag dito, yung ritual, if narinig nyo na yun, or if you already heard it, it says na just in time when Fergie snaps her finger, dun sa pag-pull, diba? When you pull a banner, you press summon, and then lalabas si Fergie, maglalakad siya dun parang sa entrance ng squadron. And when you see the animation, she snaps her fingers, that's the time you press skip button. And I already heard this from the time I started playing Exos Heroes. Sabi nila makakakuha ka raw talaga ng fate core doon whenever you do that. Sometimes it works, pero sometimes it doesn't. So, I don't know. Minsan kasi it's also fun just to follow the ritual, pero it's not necessarily true. So she's from Greenland. Her passive is Careful Planning, grants a barrier equal to 12% of own defense to all allies for 3% at the start of the round. First skill is Fan Meeting, deals 127% damage to all enemies and 55% chance to decrease attack of target by 15% for 9 turns. Her second skill is Fantastic Time, increases defense of all allies by 11% for 8 turns and grants a barrier equal to 12% of own maximum health to all allies for 11 turns. Si Fergie. Next is Sorcerer, which you always see every day in the diary wherein you get your daily missions complete. So, he's our butler in our air squadron. He's from St. West. His passive is Scaring Support, cleanses 1 debuff from ally at the start of the round. First skill is Dark Shadow Cannon, deals 150% damage to one enemy and 50% chance to afflict 1 random debuff to target for 6 turns. 1 out of attack, hit, or dodge. So parang random lang siya. This is my first time seeing a skill na ganito. You get to choose or it comes out randomly. His second skill is Invoke Nightmare, deals 127% damage to all enemies and 55% chance to afflict target with Nullify buff for 6 turns. Next is Cyborg.
May peace be with you.
Recently, Cyborg is getting popular now because meron ngayon na form na parang bagong team composition wherein there are 3 support healers, 1 defense in front, and 1 DPS at the back. Actually, sober siyang makunat. So, Cyborg is one of those support healers in front. She's from Estere's Republic. Her passive is Smile of Missionary, heals an ally with the lowest health percentage by 49% of own maximum health at the start of all turn. First skill is Benevolent Judgment, deals 51% damage to all enemies and 40% chance to afflict target with Nullify buff for 2 turns. Oh, Nullify buff. Kaya pala. Her second skill is Light of Serene, heals all allies by 70% of own maximum health and grants immunity to target for 5 turns. Ayun. So, this is Cyborg. Parang siyang nun na sobrang daring yung suot. So, that's it for Legendary Grade. Let's go to Rare Grade. And meron tayong dalawa, Iris and Kaya. So, Iris, the main heroine of the story, actually parang partner siya ni Zion. So, you'll get to see a lot of her during the chapter story and in core raid. So, she's from Northbound Frosty. She's actually the niece of Shifraken. Her passive is Backup Plan. Increases own defense by 20% for 5 turns when a barrier is granted to self. First skill is Origin of Protection. Grants a barrier equal to 17% of own maximum health to all allies for 12 turns, and causes 1 debuff from target. Just a side note, before her skill, Origin of Protection, this used to be grant 2 manas to all allies, pero ngayon pinalitan na nila. Somewhat sayang nga eh, kasi I guess parang ano lang talaga, like what I said before, the changes after Season 5, maraming nadismiyado, maraming nasad, pero when you come to think of it, parang ginawa lang talaga nilang balance lahat ng heroes. Kasi before the update, makikita mo talaga yung mga favoritism, like all players were just in favored with the Fate Cores. Kung hindi siya Fate Core, parang itchapuera siya. So, parang sayang din, no? If you think about it, na kaya nga maraming heroes na create dito sa game for us to enjoy each and every one of them. And if mangyayari na puro Fate Core lang pipiliin natin and puro Fated or Legendary lang, so nadedehado yung mga iba, parang sayang din, diba? So, I think that's how I look at it in a very positive way, I guess. So, after Season 5, lahat ng skills nila and even the passives are balanced out. So, it's up to you because in this case, there are a lot of ways to form your teams and you get to try out other heroes as well. So, her second skill, let's go back, Mana Release. Deals 262 damage to one enemy and 70% chance to afflict target with stun for 5 turns. Actually, her summer costume, Summer Fate Core, is pretty nice. Isa yun sa mga sought after. And her Fate Core is in gold also. So, you know, gold Fate Cores are pretty much important and pretty much advisable to get. Next is Kaya from St. West. Her passive is Wandering Bard, increases own defense by 15%. First skill is Melody from a Trip, heals all allies by 17% of maximum health, and decreases damage received for target by 13% for 5 turns. Her second skill is Heart Song, heals all allies by 34% of own maximum health and grants heal over time that heals target by 8% of own maximum health every turn for 7 turns. So, I think Kaya is the only support hero that her first and second skills are all for healing. Or wait, let's check si Showa.
Good job, everyone.
Heals all allies. Ayun, oo nga, no? So, Kaya is the only hero here sa mga support heroes na dalawang skill niya ay puro heal. Ayun. So, that's about it for rare heroes because the rest of the rare heroes are all the soldiers.
I appreciate it.
Per nation. So, alam nyo na. You know what to do with them. Just collect, transcend up to 5, just lock it, and leave it for dispatch. Yun lang. And the rest of it, you can either sell them, mga duplicate copies of common, magical, and rare heroes, or you can disassemble. So that's about it. So let's try to
Should
showcase
be
some
safe
of
for a
the
while.
skill animations of some heroes here. So just press the magnifying glass button, then skill preview. You can see her doing her normal attack. And first skill,
Balance things out.
isa rin to sa mga magagandang skill effects kay Luna. Lalo na her beach costume. Isa rin to sa mga heroes na may beach costume, but her beach costume is different from sa batch ni na Iris Bernadette. Iba rin nito. And there are two sets of beach or summer costume here, pero iba-iba yung mga main passive nila. So you better watch out. Her second skill,
To maintain balance. Looks like it's your turn to lose.
ayun. That's Luna.
Should be safe for a while.
Who should we try
Just
next?
a while.
Showa.
Good job, everyone.
See your preview. You can see her floating. Kakaiba to. Butterflies are attacking the enemy. First skill. So, para siyang ballerina na nagpo-float-float. I'll say it again and again. The skills animation in this game is so nice. Ayun.
So,
So
this is what a
let's
fight
try
is like.
one more. Hmm. Okay, let's try Ramjes. Normal attack. First skill.
You! Stop!
This second skill.
Shia! Ha!
So he's gonna transform into a panther. Getting them. So, ayun. So that's it
I'm so
for
sorry.
our support
I
type
can't stop you.
heroes. So we were able to discuss the different position types, attack, support, defense, and chaos. And as for the last two, for combine and for transcendence, it's not part of the list here. So, ang naalala ko, ang nakikita ko tong ganitong symbol, you can see yung for combined and for transcendence. I think I saw one here in the story mode. If you happen to check this one, yung story mode button, I think I saw them here. Let's look for it. Ay, no. We have to press the main one. Yung may rewards, or was it in Path of Trials? Let's check this one. So here, you can see on the right portion of the page, appearing enemies, you can see a small black and white symbol there. So yan yun yung for transcendence and for ano yung isa? For combine. So dito yun. Pero yung talagang position types of our heroes, yung mga usable heroes here, are just support, defense, chaos, and attack type. Yun lang. So don't worry about those last two. So I've been thinking that for the next videos, we will be discussing the different Fate Cores. Fate Core themes. I think that would be fun. Diba? Like this one. Just press Fate Core button and you can see the different Fate Core themes. Diba? Ang dami. So, let's discuss them one by one. Para meron tayong pag-usapan. Actually, it's really fun and you'll be able to know what type of Fate Core heroes you will get or you will pull for. So you were able to see the different position type of heroes, and by that I hope you were able to learn something from that video. And at least parang mabibigay kayo ng idea kung anong mga heroes na pwede nyo kunin in the future. So, I think that's about it, guys. It's already Thursday and weekend is coming. I'm very much excited. Also, guys, expect that during Saturday or Sunday, I'll be streaming in... I'll be streaming using console games. Probably, I will continue with Chrono Cross or with Final Fantasy. Kasi as of now, sa Final Fantasy X, I'm playing it again and I'm currently leveling up the heroes, sina Tidus, sina Yuna, ganon. And for Chrono Cross, I'm still checking out the walkthrough kasi, like I said before, it's not an easy game for me. Parang, medyo mahirap lang siya i-control. And there are, I think, about 40 heroes to get there. Pero, it's not that you'll be getting all 40. Kasi on areas or sa story mode, you'll get to meet the heroes. Pero there will be conditions like for pipiliin mo lang kung sino yung kukunin mo. Parang ganun. So, I need to study the walkthrough before playing it talaga. Para hindi tayo magmukhang stuck. Like what happened to me before. So, that's it, guys. I won't promise that I'll be streaming tomorrow because it depends. Kasi, pinag-iisipan ko pa kung ano ba talagang topic. Pero I think I'm close to starting sa mga different Fate Cores here in the game. And I'll probably start with the first Guardian kasi maganda siya. They are really one of the important heroes here. Or Fate Core heroes to get. So, that's about it, guys. Thank you so much. And please do subscribe to my Twitch channel and also my YouTube channel because, especially in the YouTube channel, because you'll be able to see all my other videos there. And also, if you have any suggestions, please do drop a comment. And I will really respond to it. Pero please be nice. Since I'm just starting with the streaming and YouTube and stuff. And also, I have a Twitter page wherein I get to post random games that I play and other stuff. So that's about it, guys. Have a nice day.